What's up guys, my name's Nick. If you haven't been to my channel before, I'm an Instagram agency owner and I post YouTube videos explaining tips and tricks on Instagram, from how to grow your followers, how to make money, and everything in between. So this video is just going to be going over the best way, the best method to grow 50 to 100 engaged followers every single day on Instagram for free, just for putting in a little bit of work. So it's one of the easiest ways to grow, and probably one of the most well known, but doing it properly is a different story. So just before we get into the video, I just wanted to say I've actually started a Facebook group where like-minded people can talk and discuss, and if you want to ask me any questions, I'm always there answering questions. There's loads of little cheat sheets and things that we're doing regularly, so the link to the Facebook group is in the description. Make sure you join. But with that said, let's get straight into the video. Right guys, so we are on Instagram and I'm going to quickly show you the best way to get engaged followers attracted to your profile, and really how to do this properly. But yeah, let's get straight into it. So first things first, before we even get into the actual method of it, what you need to do is make sure your profile is optimized. So I do have another video which you may want to check out after this, just on how to optimize your profile for your ideal followers, because that is very important. No matter how you attract these followers to your profile, if your profile is ugly or isn't appealing to your target audience, they're not going to follow you. So that's one of the most important things. So make sure you've got that in check, and then you can get on with actually attracting them to your profile. So that's what we're going to be going into. And for this example, I'm going to use as if I was trying to build a Labrador page. So one of the first things you need to do is locate where your ideal followers are currently residing, or where you can find them. So let's say I'm trying to grow a Labrador page, so I'm going to search on hashtags on Instagram Labrador. I'm going to have a look at a few of the top posts. So my Labra children is the top post for hashtag Labrador at the moment. Just going to look at some of their posts just to see what sort of engagement they get, just to see what sort of likes they have. They're posting very often, looks like good comments. Wow, I mean, the amount of times these guys are posting is incredible. So this was actually the post that was on the top post, and look how many comments it's got. That is incredible. I'm just gonna have a quick look through. Yeah, all looks good. So this is a great source of potential followers, because we know that a lot of people who are following this page like Labradors. So they would be perfect for our account. Obviously you can do this for any niche, if it's travel, if it's fitness. Find a good page. We're going to say, I'm going to give you some advice that keep it under 150k followers, the targets that you're using. So this is 84.4k, so that is perfect. Now I'm just going to click on the followers and just see exactly what they're like. So this is the first example of followers. Somebody who's obviously interested in dogs, which is always a good sign. Somebody else who's obviously interested in dogs, a relatively new user. Very hard to tell if he's interested in dogs. This person's obviously interested in animals. Hard to tell, but they're probably interested. Also hard to tell. Definitely interested in dogs. Hard to tell. Hard to tell. Obviously interested in dogs. Interested in dogs. You get the idea. So there is a lot of people who will be interested in dogs as their followers. So this is potentially a really great source, because we know a lot of people on here are going to be ideal followers for us. So now all we need to do is attract their attention to our profile. Now I'm gonna give a disclaimer here. One of the ways that we can do this is by following the user. I'm not going to do that right now, but that would be one of the best ways to get their attention. They get the notification come up. They'll check out your profile, and as long as it's optimized, like we said, you will get the follow back 9 times out of 10. However, a lot of people seem to think follow on followers, really despicable or rude or just horrible thing to do. So if you're against follow on follow, what you may want to do is just like the picture or like a couple of the pictures. So like the most recent one, and then go like one of the older ones like this one. That will give them a sort of double notification, if you like, and they will definitely be sure to see your profile. You've avoided the follow unfollow, and you've got their attention. The ultimate 1-2 combo would be to follow them and then like a couple of their pictures, because you're almost guaranteed to get their attention. They're going to check out your profile and they're hopefully going to give you the follow. The only problem with liking a ton of pictures is you may get a like block every so often. But moving on, one thing we want to avoid when going through this is people who may not be relevant to us, which it doesn't look like they've got a lot of people who won't be relevant. This guy, maybe he's got 2 followers, 19 followers, 0 posts. So it's just about knowing which guys are not relevant to us. Obviously a lot of these are super relevant. I mean, look at all of these people who are interested in dogs. Actually unreal. So this is a great source. If I was to grow a Labrador page, I would tick that. But let's just go back to hashtag Labrador. We can get even more. So hashtag Labrador puppy. It's a lot more specific. This looks funny, whatever this is. Puppy Globe, we'll go on this. 152k followers. Good engagement, looks real. Yep. And love pets. Another animal related person. Avono store. So we would want to avoid giving this person a follow just because it's got the word store in. It's not what you want from a follower. You don't want a shop. This one, because it's got Russian, I assume it's Russian letters in, we want to avoid it, and 0 posts. So if you were going to automate this, which in my opinion is the way to do this, because unless you've got an hour or 2 to spend per day per account doing this, you're going to spend a lot of your time doing this, which could be spent doing other things. Like this, you would not want to engage with this user because they're obviously fake. So being able to filter out the unwanted or undesirable followers is crucial if you're going to automate this process, because if you were to just type to try and automate this, or even do it yourself and just click follow all the way down here, you would engage with a lot of users who either have something in their bio which makes you realize you don't want to engage with them, or their actual name will be the sort of sign that you don't want to engage with them. So if you're going to automate this, just make sure that you have some strict filters in place and you know what you're doing in that sense. But if you do need a hand with automation, send me a message and I'm happy to answer any questions. But yeah, that is pretty much. I'll just do another quick example. So we're just back on Labrador puppy now. I'm gonna use this profile as an example. This is actually a breeder who breeds Labradors, so that could be a really good profile actually. Just to give you an example of, these all look really good. Look at all the dogs in the pictures. They're going to be interested in dogs. I would try and avoid interacting with anyone who's not got a profile picture. It's just a bad sign, and normally they're fake profiles. This isn't necessarily fake, but 2017, you don't really want to be interacting with this sort of follower. So that's why filters are important. But just to give you guys an example, if you're interacting, so liking or following, let's just say 400 users a day, which may sound like a lot, but if you've got a system in place, or if you are automating it, it doesn't take a lot of time at all. if only 25% of those people, let's say you've optimized your profile and you're getting 25% follow back rate from this 400 users that you're engaging with a day, you're going to get 100 followers every single day to your profile. And if I'm posting Labradors, I know that all of these people who I'm interacting with, as long as I'm using filters, are going to be interested in Labradors. So they're going to be highly engaged followers, and hopefully they're going to be followers for life. And if I can gain 100 of them a day, then wow, you know, it's invaluable to me. But yeah, that's about it. We'll just jump back to me for a second and we'll just wrap up the video. So we've gone over exactly how to attract these followers to your profile, how to try and filter out all the ones that maybe you don't want to attract. We want to keep the quality of followers really high. We've talked about how to optimize your profile, or how you need to optimize your profile in order to get that follow back rate. We've also talked about where you can find these high level of followers. So now really all you want to do is try and automate that as much as possible. Either get a system down where it's only taking you 10-15 minutes a day to get this done, or find some sort of system of automation for this process. If you need any help trying to understand how to automate this, feel free to give me a message or join the Facebook group. I'm going to leave a little cheat sheet below on all the tips on how to find these great followers and how to get them to follow you back. So get the cheat sheet, join the Facebook group, leave a like if you got some value from the video, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.